Hey, Crazy Doe 12 here, coming at you with part 2 of my Hitman Absolution blind
Check the
playthrough.
guard.
We're still on the
Keep
first
using
mission, and this is
instinct
like the
until you're
tutorial.
safely inside.
If you played any previous Hitman game, I think it'd be pretty easy for you to pick up Absolution. The main difference is this instinct. Well, there's a score
guard
meter
is
I'll
up
talk
ahead
about
will
later,
notice
but the
suspects, so you
instinct
should keep a
bar
lookout
is like the
for other
huge change in the
guards.
gameplay. Basically, in old Hitman games, you could have, you get disguises and stuff like that. If you got too close to people, they would walk up to you, ask for your ID, who are you, blah, 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 ask you all these questions. So what they did was they added instinct, this instinct meter bar, where basically you can be right next to someone. If you have instinct, they won't be suspicious or anything like that. What happened though was I didn't realize how quickly that instinct bar drains, and by the time I figured it out, it was too late. I was right next to the person. So what you do is you just like take them somewhere, you kill them, and this is the thing where Hitman, you can kind of game the Hitman series, where when the Hitman developers created the game, I know they like had a vision of how the people were going to play this game. But the problem is in open world games, you can sometimes get away with different stuff because it's not so linear. And this is the thing, I've done this before in other Hitman games. I try not to. I try to like play the game how I want it to be played. I want to be like a hitman and get like real sucked into the universe and stuff like that. The problem is sometimes, especially in Hitman 2, I get parts where I'm just frustrated. So I'd be like, okay, screw this. I just drag a couple guards, like kill a guard, and have a couple of them come up the stairs and just kill them all, and then move on from that point. But that's what I was basically. I didn't try to do that here. It just happened to work out that way. The game does look like it punishes you. Well, the tutorial, what she said was that, oh, my disguise no longer is active or it doesn't work. So whenever a guard's going to see me, they're just going to start shooting me right away. But the thing is, I changed into the same disguise. I don't know if that's going to work. I haven't ran into that when I've played the new Hitman, the newer missions. I've only played about an hour in, so I haven't run into a situation where I've had to use the same disguise twice after one's been basically, the cover's been blown. But I'm going to be quiet right here for this part coming up.
Are you sure? It's not prostate cancer. I could kiss you. I mean, that's great news. Oh, man. You made my day. Yeah, thanks, Doc. Yeah. I thought I was a goner. Yeah. Doc, I got to run. Duty calls. And thank you so much. You have a nice day, too. Yeah, bye. Woo! Man, no one can piss on this day.
Oh, wait. You are now inside the mansion. Your current disguise.
Yeah, I hope Hitman has more parts like this. And as you can see to my right there, when I walked through the window, there's that's the checkpoint, and basically that's how you it's your checkpoint. They took out the saving loading system that I talked about earlier in old Hitman games. The problem though is later too in this mission there's a checkpoint and I just miss it. I'm not sure if that was just me being, I was just still like getting used to the game and I was missing spotting them. But it seems like maybe it could be kind of easy for them to blend into the environment. I mean, even though it's just a glowing light, I could see them blend into the environment if you're like going fast or you're just trying to pay attention to what you're doing and you don't see the checkpoint. But this kind of, it talks about, this brings up like a discussion topic I thought about bringing up is how I saw the GTA 5 trailer and I don't think I've seen any gameplay, or I don't think there's gameplay out. But from what I understand, I think it's going to be more of a San Andreas feel to it, where it's way more open and less serious. They kind of make fun of themselves, all that stuff. This is a response, I imagine, to Saints Row 3. I played Saints Row 3, and I love games that make fun of themselves or silly or ridiculous, whatever you want to call it. And I think it's good. I love Rockstar. I love the games they make, like LA Noire. Red Dead Redemption was a good one. But I think Saints Row 3 kind of put them in their place. They're like, okay, this is where the GTA franchise kind of need to go back to. We don't need to be GTA 4 where we take ourselves super serious, have a serious story. It's not to say games can't be super serious and I enjoy them. I've recently, maybe a couple months ago, I played Dishonored. And that was probably my game of the year, if not like 2 or 3 for a game of the year. And it was a serious game. There wasn't any comic relief really. But the thing is, a game like that has to do things perfect in every other way for me to really enjoy them. Dishonored, I love the gameplay, and I love the visuals. And I'm not the typical guy that really gets crazy about visuals. I'm more concerned about the gameplay. But I think it's good for the GTA 5 series that they're gonna go back to being more ridiculous. And right there, as I was talking about, I totally missed that checkpoint. I watched this. I watched my gameplay like 2 or 3 times, especially that part. I was like, okay, how did I miss that? It was right there when you open the door. And this goes to another. Now there's another aspect of the game. In the top left corner, you can see the score. I'm not too crazy about this because I'm fine with rating systems like at the end of the level, like in Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, whatever. And Hitman had it too, where you'd be like a hitman, or you'd be a ghost, or you just be a killer at the end of your mission, depending how well you did your disguises, how many times you were spotted, and all that. But I'm not sure at like as I'm playing, I want to see like these negative scores, because then I'm like, okay, now I have to do something different, and it kind of like takes me away from my like plan originally. And I picked up that statue head. I don't know what I thought I was gonna do with that. I thought maybe I was gonna throw it over, but then I realized there's like 8 guards down there, so that was gonna work. And I was like, oh, okay, you just press this, and then you wait for him to come up. The thing is too, I was kind of nervous because he was talking. I was like, oh, he's gonna just bring up, it's gonna be a random guard that comes up. It's not gonna be him. But then I saw his character started to move. There's another thing too that was weird, that's different than in the Hitman games. Now I don't remember if the doors stayed open or not, but I'm pretty sure they stay open once you open them, unless like an AI closes them. Just getting pissed because I was like, okay, I wanted this door to stay open because I don't want to have to open it. I'm not sure if he's gonna hear the door open and turn around, and I have barbed wire in my hand, and basically that mission would be screwed. But then I just had to be patient here. That's another thing about the Hitman games. You have to be really patient. You can't hesitate. I mean, you can't just make like quick, like rash decisions without thinking it through. Actually, I was thinking of making him, like allowing him to close the blinds first, because I wasn't sure if the guards are going to be alerted, because oh, he hasn't came down, the blinds are still open. But that's about it. I'm gonna cut it off here, and up here in the next like minute you'll see I got the key, and I just couldn't figure it out. So you see I fast forward through this part because for like 2-3 minutes I see it on the map and it's right there. But I go downstairs. I don't know. I thought I was on the bottom floor. I was walking all over the place trying to see it, and I see it says locate second floor entrance, but I don't know what I was doing. But thanks for watching. Subscribe and like, and part 3 should be coming out pretty soon.
According to
Yes, you can be here. Search the cupboards for terrorists or whatever it is you do. Just don't bother me. I need my concentration. Artist at work.
closing in on target.
Well done, 47. Now remember, Diana brought this on herself. She betrayed us, the agency, the code, everything we stand for. She is too dangerous to be left alive. Think about that when you pull the trigger. 47? Report, 47.
I should kill you. Why did you do this?
47! Damn it, what's wrong with this thing?
We all have our limits. Even you, 47. We used to have honor.
Diana,
No. I had to take her away from the doctors. I knew you would understand.
Fuck. Something's not right.
You won't last long.
There's no time.
You still have a chance.
In my robe. A letter. Now go. Take the girl and run. Before Travis finds out. Please. Do not let her turn into you. Promise me.
I promise.
Running is noisy and makes it easier for your enemies to spot you. Agent 47 can deal with enemies swiftly and with great precision. Note that while you are focusing on your targets, you expend instinct rapidly. Turn the camera to focus on your enemy, then lock the shot. Fatal damage. Focus on the next enemy. Make sure to deal fatal damage to all 4 enemies. All enemies.
You know who I am.
I know. She's dead, isn't she?
Come on, stay close to me.
Where are we going?